Hi, I'm going to show how to do this fold, this model. A lot of people call this the cherry blossom, but I'm going to call it a dogwood because it only has 4 petals, or like sepals, because I know the dogwood's 4 things here are sepals. So it only has 4 and a cherry blossom has 5. So I'm going to call it a dogwood. Also because Rhode Island's official tree is the dogwood. So, you know, it looks like this. It has those 4 petals like that. It has a lot of dimension because it looks different from every view. So I really like this model. Let's start with a bird base, and a bird base starts with a preliminary square base. So we're just going to make those folds. Fold it up in half on the diagonals, then flip the paper over and fold it in half on the sides. And then squash it into the square base. And if you have trouble with the square base, I have lots of other videos where I make it more slowly. Alright, so now to make the bird base, the first thing you have to do is fold the sides into the center. You make the fold just like that, from the side to the center line. And you do that on the other side to mirror it. You fold the top tip along this line that you just made. So you fold that down. To make sure it's straight, just make sure that that tip goes in between the two first folds. So then open it back up. And then what you want to do is take the top layer, just then refold it along that fold that you just made by folding the top down. So you fold it along that one, right? So then to open it up, you have to flatten it out. And then the folds that you made on the first folds to the center, you're just going to invert those, and then it'll lie flat. So this, you just invert back that fold, and then this other top fold. And there you go. So you have a really long diamond instead of the little squat square diamond that we just had. So then you do the same thing on the other side. And there you go. That's the bird base. It's really a simple base. So if you look closely at the bird base, you have 2 loose ends here. Then up here you have, like, they're attached. But on this, if you turn it to the side, they're not attached this way. So you can fold it all the way down like that. But this is the bird base. It's just a nice long diamond. So then, the next step is to take one of the top layers, or the top points, I mean. So the top point is one of the points that's connected. So you take the top point and you fold it down to the center. The center right there. So the center is where these 2 loose ends, where they attach. Right there in the center. You open up these 2 flaps, the sides, and then you fold it inside. And then these folds here, you're going to have to invert back so that it lies flat. Then you have the same thing on the other side. So you have this big pentagon. So now you fold so this is the petal. So you fold this petal down and this petal down, and then you open it up. Now you take this long petal, or this long edge, and you fold it up to the top. And then you want to repeat the same step. You fold it down to the center part. Okay. So you fold it down flat like that. So now this looks like it's a hexagon. But when you fold it back down, you have a pentagon. So you want to do the same thing on the other side. You flip it over, you have one last petal to make. So all these steps do is just make the petal shorter and less pointy. You want all the petals to go to the top. So that's all the petals. And you take this side this bottom side and fold it to the center. And mirror it on the other side. And then flip it and do the same thing. Fold the sides up to the center. Mirror it. So now this is going to be the stem, and this is going to be the top. So all you do is you take this and you fold it up as far up as it'll go, and that will be where the petals want to open up. So you just fold it like that, and then you take the petals and you just put your fingers inside of it and just lie it flat like that. So you just open it up like that. So then to make it a little bit more shapely, you just take the bottom stem part and you pinch it together on one side. These parts of the petals are coming out towards you, and it gives that more shape. See, it looks nice from the front and from the side. That's the dogwood.